Sword and Shield booster boxes have stopped rising in price, and I feel like it's going to be like this for at least the next few months. Maybe towards the end of the year when the holidays comes around, maybe then these boxes will finally go back up in price because I have noticed that a lot of these Sword and Shield booster boxes, even the most popular ones, have really not done anything for the past few months. Now, I made a video like this just about a month ago talking about, Sword and Shield boxes not really going up in price, but I wanted to make this video again because I noticed that a lot of the top cards from these very popular sets have actually been dropping a lot in price, and I really think that has to deal with Scarlet and Violet just having a major change with sentiment around Scarlet and Violet. Now everyone loves it, and I feel like that's really contributing to why Sword and Shield boxes really aren't growing at all. But I feel like now, the easy money is kind of over because about 6 months ago, if you picked up basically any booster box with an alternate art, they all shot up a lot in price. And I feel like now we're at the point where these Sword and Shield booster boxes, some of them are getting kind of expensive, closer to $200, and people now are liking Scarlet and Violet. And when you can readily pick up Scarlet and Violet booster boxes for around $100, people are going towards that. But I do feel like still we're in the time frame where for these Sword and Shield sets, I feel like really any of these booster boxes with alternate arts, if you can get for around $200 or under, I still feel like that's a really good pickup, especially Silver Tempest. I still really think it's a really good pickup, and now is kind of the time to buy. We're at a bottom slope. People are focusing on Scarlet and Violet, and if you don't have or you want more Sword and Shield booster boxes, now is kind of really time. I think you have another few months, maybe even more than that, but I feel like especially now, next few months, I feel like it's pretty safe where I don't think these are really going to shoot up in price, where if you find good deals for some of these boxes, I really think now is the time to buy into Sword and Shield if you missed out on before when these were really cheap. And I'm going to keep saying that because I really believe that some of these Sword and Shield boxes, especially now, some of them have actually gone down in price. It's time to buy into Sword and Shield if you have missed out on buying some products that you wanted to buy. And yeah, I think the easy money is over. I don't think these boxes are going to do what they did 6 months ago where they all shot up in price. I feel like there's going to be ups and downs. And I think for the next few months, maybe even year, if Scarlet and Violet gets better, these boxes might not do anything, but you have to play the longer term game. I think in between 3 to 5 years, these boxes will do very well in Sword and Shield because everyone now is just focused on Scarlet and Violet. So first, I'm going to show you guys the prices of all these booster boxes from Sword and Shield, and then show you guys the top cards from pretty much the best sets and what they've been doing and why I feel like, that's been contributing to the reason why Sword and Shield boxes have actually not done anything. You'll see that to the end, but I want to first show you guys the prices of these booster boxes. So first here we have Sword and Shield base. Now I'm gonna pretty much go over these first four sets quickly because these aren't very popular. Sword and Shield base, we all know, is not. I mean, no one really buys this booster box. It's $300 for the past year. It's really done nothing. So I mean, Sword and Shield base, nothing much really to talk about. Rebel Clash, another set that no one really likes. Same thing. In a year, hasn't done anything. Darkness Ablaze. Now, Darkness Ablaze, similar story, hasn't done anything. You can see there's a trend with these first four sets. They really haven't done anything because they don't have any alternate arts or anything really going for them. Vivid Voltage does have the Chakachu, which is like an over $100 card now, but still you can see in the past year really hasn't done anything. But pretty much Battle Styles and Forward, all these boxes in the past 6 months have really gone up in price, but just recently now have really not been doing anything. So Battle Styles right now is sitting around 130. You can pick them up for closer to I think 120 on eBay. I've checked, and Battle Styles, surprisingly, I'll show you later. The Tyranitar card has been actually doing very well, and just recently. But even still, I don't have any Battle Styles booster boxes because at 130, I'd rather spend another $13 and honestly just get Silver Tempest booster boxes from the Pokemon Center website. That's just me. But the Tyranitar card, I think, will be a sought after card in the future. But I just don't think Battle Styles is that popular where I want to have any Battle Styles booster boxes. But at this price point, Tyranitar cards like 100, low hundreds, and then the Urshifus are in the 40s 50s. It's not a bad buy, but I still don't want to buy any Battle Styles booster boxes because I just don't like the set and just the box design. I don't really like it. That's just me. And then Chilling Reign. Now, Chilling Reign and Fusion Strike are the two sets of booster boxes where I have seen on eBay just recently, you can get them for very good prices now. You can get Chilling Reign booster boxes for the low 200s, like around $210. For Fusion Strike, I remember back then, I could not find any listings for under $240, $250. But now when you go on eBay, you can readily buy them for around $215 or $220. So if you do want to get some of these sets, Though, Chilling Reign and Fusion Strike specifically, I have seen you can find pretty good deals now on eBay because there's way more listings than before. And I feel like part of that has to do with, the stagnation in price. I feel like some people are looking at it and being like, man, these boxes aren't going up in price anymore, so they're selling them. I feel like that has to be partially to do with it. Also, people not really buying them. So if you're looking to pick up Chilling Reign or Fusion Strike, I think at even, $210, $220, I think it's still a good pickup. I think these boxes easily in 3 to 5 years time frame are going to at least double in price. I think very easily. So these boxes I still feel like are good pickups, and especially now. So Chilling Reign, you can see here now, it says $203. That's pretty misleading. I think there's data in here, probably from loose packs being sold or something. This box is around 210 to 220, not this low. You cannot find them for this low anywhere really. But yeah, they have been going down in price, and you can readily find them for cheaper than before. Evolving Skies, similar story. Evolving Skies really hasn't done anything, even though the Moonbrown is still almost $1,000. The booster box hasn't really done anything, and I think it's just because it's so expensive. But even at this price, I've said this many times, this box is 100% going to hit $1,000. I think within the next year here. I just don't want to buy any because I just rather pick up other booster boxes that are around 150 to 200 rather than spend almost $700 on Evolving Skies. That's just my opinion. I think they'll still be relatively easy to sell when they reach 1,000, but it's just such a high price point where I just rather buy something else, and that's just me. But Evolving Skies really hasn't done much. Fusion Strike, you can see here, has gone down a good amount actually. Like I said, around this time frame, like I was trying to buy some and I really couldn't find any for under like 240. But now, like I said, you can find them readily available for around 220 or even less. So especially Fusion Strike is I think a really good pickup right now, especially since it's recently just gone down like $20 from when it's been. Brilliant Stars, now Brilliant Stars I feel like it's kind of like a sleeper, kind of like Astral Radiance. No one really talks about it. I recently just bought some more Brilliant Stars booster boxes because I found a decent deal for under market, and I picked up a few more. So I have 6 now. I have a pretty much like a case worth of Brilliant Stars. But Brilliant Stars really hasn't done anything. This has been one of the sets that has not really grown that much, but I still feel like Brilliant Stars is a pretty good set, and yeah, but hasn't really done much recently. Astral Radiance, pretty much the same thing as Brilliant Stars. It's kind of a sleeper in my opinion. Really hasn't, it's not really in the spotlight. Astral Radiance, you can, if you go on eBay and you're patient, you can get these for the 150s. I got mine for around pretty much all my Astral Radiance boxes I got for around 150. And you can see here the market is around 170 because some of these they aren't selling that much right now, and I feel like at 150 close to MSRP, getting Astral Radiance for that price, I think it's a very good pickup because the trainer gallery in the set is so good. It has the Machamp card and the Palkia Dialga and all that stuff. I think it's a really good pickup. So I think Astral Radiance, if you can get them for around that price, is a no-brainer. Lost Origin, now Lost Origin is pretty much the only box that I see that has been performing stronger than the other sets in the past few months. You can see here, it was around 180s not too long ago, and now it's around 210. It's harder to find these for really under market. 210 is pretty much what you're going to find them for. You might get lucky and find them for closer to 200, but even for 210 though, it's still a very good pickup. The Giratina card is still very expensive, but it has been going down in price recently. And then lastly, we have Silver Tempest. Now, there's really nothing to say about Silver Tempest. I mean, they're still available on the Pokemon Center website, so that's why you'll see here that it hasn't done anything. I don't know when this will ever go out of stock. I think I'm pretty much at my limit of buying from the Pokemon Center. I might buy a little bit more Silver Tempest boxes, but it's still so surprising. I don't know how this box is still available. I know people don't like Pokemon Center because of their packaging, but even still, I think at this price point, I feel like they should be gone by now. Like, how is it that Lost Origin booster boxes went out of stock pretty quickly after they did that whole restock, but Silver Tempest boxes are still here? I don't know when this is going to ever go out of stock. It seems like they have an infinite supply, but they're still available here. And then now I want to show you the top cards from pretty much the best sets of Sword and Shield. I want to show you how much of a dip these cards have been seeing. Now, I know there was the whole alternate art craze, which I think was part of the driving factor of these boxes going up in price so much. But look at this. Past 3 months, it has gone down 25%. This card peaked at almost $500, and now look at it now. I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure this has to do with just, the whole hype train kind of dying off, and now Scarlet and Violet is getting more popular, that these are seeing crazy price drops, and it's insane. Like 25% in 3 months is a lot. And then going to the Blaziken, the same thing. I mean, you can see literally these all correlate is because it was just the huge hype train around alternate arts. They literally happened at the exact same time. This reached all the way to $400, and look at it now. It's down to about 300. So yeah, these all these cards have really gone down in price, which, you know, I think that's why people aren't really buying booster boxes anymore, because those people were probably, you know, trying to open boxes and flip, you know, hopefully pull the card and flip, you know, the cards and make money. And that's not really possible now. Or I guess it still is, because Chilling Reign is what, 200 some dollars. But yeah, it's just a lot of these cards have been seeing drops of price. The Moonbryon, it's been pretty strong. I mean, this card is really popular, so it hasn't really seen much of a dip like the other ones. But moving on, these other cards, same thing. They have seen huge dips. You can see here, they're all around the same time. I think just the alternate art hype is kind of gone, at least for now, and it's been kind of just wearing off, as you can see here. Lugia, same thing. You can see 25%, all around the same time. Been going down like a lot. Then Machamp. So these are the outliers I put at the end here that have actually been growing in value, and one of them is the Machamp from Astral Radiance. I don't know why these specifically have been going up in price and not dropping like the other ones, which is kind of weird to see. And then there's also the Charizard doing the same thing. It's been actually going up in price, opposite of the other ones. I don't know why this is. And then Tyranitar, same thing. It's been actually going up, and this one actually by a lot in the past few months. So that's all I wanted to show you. I just wanted to, you know, show you guys that Sword and Shield boxes, they really aren't going up in price, and I really don't think they're going to shoot up in price anymore, at least in, you know, the next few months. But when we go, you know, towards the holidays and get around that time, maybe we'll see more growth, but we will have to see. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.